Let's kick it off.
Ugly ass boys are back together.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go.
Yo, back again.
Podcast. Episode
16.
Yeah, man, you are on the ball. Every episode.
16. We don't stop.
Okay.
I'm still going.
I'm
still going. It's because we don't have much binge content, like I said, but
hey, welcome back, guys.
We're back. This is the first
nice
time.
And easy.
I'm not going to music yet.
Nice and easy.
It's the first sunny day in a minute.
Very sunny.
It's the first sunny day in a minute.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah, outside enjoying your day.
Social distance.
No one can ruin the day.
Wear your mask.
We're a bit wine drunk, a little bit wine tipsy.
Corona.
We actually delayed recording because we're just catching the vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
But
catching the vibe.
No, Cass. Disclaimer: you're gonna hear some construction work done.
You're gonna
some
hear
neighbors
some
at the back are having a
too.
fly construction done, an extension. I mean, so.
Right. Cool.
You're gonna hear a little bit.
Cut off August's baby daddy off.
Kill the music. You say August's baby daddy?
That's basically what it is.
You say August's baby daddy?
Bro, August might actually be a dad of one of the kids, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, her boy toy.
You mean it's like Will Smith's cook viewing?
E.
That was a bit
a grown man getting cuckold.
I know. Will Smith's on Suicide Watch.
I hate that word.
Cuckold?
Cuckold.
I didn't know what cook meant for ages. Like bukkake.
Cuckold?
Like bukkake or
cuckold.
Cream pie. Is this how we're starting the pod?
Okay, let's.
Chris is crying at the back.
Chris is behind the camera.
Yo, before we get deep in,
I still don't know what bukkake means.
Before we get deep in, guys. It's official. We all have names for us in this podcast now.
We finally have our nicknames.
Yeah. First of all, the perpetrator, the host, the big man himself, Big Baby Dave. That's all y'all gonna be.
Big Baby Dave.
Like a big baby right now.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are gonna be calling him.
Live on the pod.
I might start whining.
Myself, I'm crackhead Benji, because once I start, I don't
have the
stop.
tendency to be crackhead. Kelvin does have the tendency to be whiny.
I don't whine.
And I have the tendency to be a big baby. So,
bro, it is that way.
Yeah.
Kelvin is whiny.
The nicknames
I'm a
are
fucking
accurate.
crackhead, and you're just a baby, bro. You just cry about everything.
Yeah, I know.
Kelvin whines about everything.
I don't whine about everything.
I'm passionate.
Bro,
I'm passionate. There's a difference between being passionate and just being moaning because I'm passionate. I know. This wasp is like...
Guys, I'm sorry.
This episode is sponsored by wasps.
This episode is sponsored by Wasp, which is like our latest no-cast curse, because this wasp just started coming over since the start of the podcast. So
we have things to talk about today.
If it stings me, we're dedicated to the pod.
Oh. Hey! Oh my God, it's inside your big baby.
Fully at me. This flipping wasp, man. Okay.
All right, we have things to talk about.
We're back. We can edit that shit out.
Don't go into my wine.
Pisses off. I think it's because of the wine. But anyway, what are we podding about?
Well, you're the person with the word for.
Okay. We didn't do much of a pre-production here, so what we go. We're gonna have to start off with the Nick Cannon stuff.
Okay, Nick Cannon.
So, Nick Cannon. Okay. Plans for American TV host to have his own televised talk show have been put on hold following backlash against the star over comments made about the Jewish community. By the way, there was a lot of generalization and anti-Semitism in this little rant he had. Nick Cannon's career has taken another dent after his debut talk show got pulled from TV schedules in the wake of his anti-Semitism and race row. The 39-year-old sparked outrage in the past week when he released a podcast episode that featured anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and also provoked anger over views of white people. Nick was ditched by Viacom CBS, who aired his TV show Nick Cannon Presents Wild and Out on TV, meaning the star was ultimately fired from his own show in light of his comments about the Jewish community. Now Lionsgate and producers, all these producers basically blacklisting them. After a conversation with Nick, this is expanding on it. So for full disclosure about what happened, basically Nick Cannon released the podcast about a year after actually doing the podcast. He published it a year, so there was obviously some troubleshooting and making sure it was appropriate, which ultimately he didn't do correct. Because there was anti-Semitic comments there, and there was a white prejudice and hate speech there. And he said at the beginning, he basically interpreted white people from the beginning of time, maybe, or the past 100 years, as being the real savages, and saying that basically he could have said it in a way where that from race was established and the evolution of black people, white people gained a fear for black people as savages, so that in suit made them the savages. But he said it in a way where white people have always been savages and lack compassion and all this other stuff, and it came off basically not only as a poor generalization, which is the number one rule, like what you shouldn't really do is generalize, but it also came on, he also, to expand on it, he made some comments about the Jewish community. So he said the Jewish community are basically who run the power of finances in the country. So basically, the Jewish community played a role as the bank.
Yeah.
Therefore, any financial mishap or mistake that's made, or an economic crash, is due partly to the Jewish community.
Well, I think like there's.
I mean, you've heard that before.
But there's always that stereotypical thing that Jewish people are good with money, and like South Park satirized it for so long about how.
But where was the birth of that from?
Well, I don't know the originate, but like I know, like in America, their whole economy.
It would have surely been Hitler's.
No, but their economy was like controlled by the Rothschilds before, where like it was all the oil. That's how the
all the oil. Yeah, I heard about that. The Rothschilds and the banks.
They still have control over most banks.
And the inception of banks was from bandits.
Yeah,
and people like that whose intention was to rob people,
where they can store away the money.
And that's why they had to multiply currency, because like currency just used to be in gold, and then the bandits used to rob it.
Yeah.
So we know the inception of banks. But there's this whole prejudice on Jews, that Jews were the ones that
well, I think like that's almost down to religion almost as well. I don't want to get too deep to that, but like Jewish people are demonized in the Bible basically about killing Jesus Christ, and like that.
But the demonization and weaponization of Jews has originated from peak Nazi era.
No, but look at the fucking Bible. The Bible, that's where it originates from.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
the text
that's what we said before the podcast. Like,
it's not like Jews have been they've been oppressed their whole entire.
It's black
time.
people and it's Jews that are the next most oppressed since the start of time. Arguably,
Arguably. I'm not gonna not put it.
Arguably, that's not an outright fact, but arguably.
Yeah.
But that's what Nick Cannon basically said on his podcast. He also had a host.
How does that make it anti-Semitic?
So it's anti-Semitic in the sense that it offended the Jewish community, and the Jewish community, when a number of people from the Jewish community were asked about this, it says it's dangerous for a person of influence to put out this idea that Jews are responsible for the finance and the failures of finance and economic clash.
Well, that's basically what happened in World War II, where it's like
that's what I'm saying. That's what he said. Once upon a time, there was another influencer who pushed the message.
Okay, first of all, we're not comparing Nick Cannon to Adolf Hitler.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
And don't call him an influencer, bro.
It comes from the same. He was influencer of Nazi Germany.
Like he was the influencer of the 1930s.
Nazi Germany.
Being a politician was an influencer.
No, I'm not comparing, but it's on the same sentiment. It's a similar sentiment that Jewish people that ran the finances were at fault for economic crashes, and that the eradication of Jews would get rid of this and cause a rise in the
and that's how the Holocaust happens.
And that's leads to the Holocaust. So like Jewish people, like other races that have been subject to prejudice, they're always going to have that fear that if someone reiterates that sentiment, that it's going to be history repeating itself. If people are so convinced that what Nick Cannon is saying is true, like once upon a time when people said that other people that had a hatred towards Jews that pushed this message, just like once upon a time when they said it was true. So that's where the danger comes from with this. That's why it's damage control from Viacom to sack him. Yeah. Because
and I think we're at such a fragilist place in like society as it is now that any type of fuck up you have to act on, or else you're gonna get called out.
You have to act on because it fucks your money up.
Yeah.
But we've seen that this year, like
now if they double down and support Nick Cannon.
We've seen that with the Black Lives Matter movement, that like it's virtual signaling from networks to companies, but it's also they can't fuck their money up, so they have to align what people want at that moment in time. Like the Black Matters movement, people want a corporate voice to be heard, and if they don't hear a corporate voice being heard, like Target, we're gonna fuck your money up.
But
we're
I
gonna
think
fuck your property up.
But like companies are so on the fence with everything. Whereas like when it's Gay Pride Month, they all change their banners to Gay Pride for 1 month. As soon as June is over, they take away their banners.
Yeah.
It just shows that like, they're doing it just
lip service.
Yeah,
it's saying what people want to hear. So
yeah. I feel like that's the way like a lot of people have acted, even about the Black Lives Matter thing.
But like us as like for example, if I came, if like not saying we're a company or whatever, but we want to be a brand at this stage.
Yeah.
If me, you, or Ben were to come out with some anti-Semitic shit, homophobic shit, racist shit.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
We
can we make jokes?
Listen, this is from Ben. This is from Ben's notes. This from this from Ben's
we're trying to kick Ben out of the podcast anyway. So if he says some anti-Semitic shit, I don't really.
Ben only has to let some shit off, and like,
and then they were individuals, so
you're out of here, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was saying, yeah, like for example, if we're any with media effect, one of us has to get let go.
Oh, without doubt.
Nobody wants to.
Well, we already had this discussion, me and you, where it's like with the whole. Well, we're not going to discuss it today, with the whole list thing that was going around and people like that. And if one of us ever came out to do some shit like that, without doubt, we're not being friends.
That's what I feel for the podcasts that are involved in that shit, because you're caught in a catch-22, like like and you like you're letting go of your best host or whatever, and just for the sake of keeping the brand clean, but that's another conversation anyway.
That's a different day.
But mainly trying to say is, with media effect, Nick Cannon got let go by Viacom, and it's his own intellectual property. Wild and out.
He owns the IP.
I don't know if he owns the IP.
I doubt it.
I'm not.
He's more like a co-creator of it, though.
Yeah, because I highly doubt he owns the IP.
But IP would be a big thing in all of this. IP is the difference between him moving over to Revolt and doing the exact same show. And calling it wild, out and wild, like
no,
just like two chains.
It depends what they patent. If they patent the whole format of him doing that, like the whole wild and out thing, then he won't be able to continue that.
Just like 2 Chainz is moved from GQ to Voice.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing, though. But I think
I just think he's going to do his own thing. He's not going to do Wild and Out anymore.
Do you think Cast out Wild now follow him? Because
I think BET or something's gonna pick it up.
I believe most of the people who work with P
Diddy behind that, man, 100%.
I don't like though this whole thing with P Diddy of he'll back this stuff regardless without getting more context to it. Well, like all he saw from the surface level was like, oh, Nick Cannon, a black man, got let go,
but
from a corporate,
that's Diddy's always been pushing black-owned things, though.
Black-owned things, yeah, that's correct. But
then the thing with Mace came out about him not paying the royalties that he should, and Diddy is behind that.
The publishing, that's a whole other story. Yeah,
but like
basically, Diddy's
how we trust Diddy taking on Wild Now?
Yeah, Diddy's inconsistent with that. Well, a lot of people are inconsistent.
If Diddy does Wild Now, that would be ass, though. I'm just saying.
As in,
he shouldn't take over it. It's gonna be ass.
No, he won't actually have executive production on it. It'll just be under his name.
Like Diddy
he'll own it.
It'll still be ass. It's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna have the sauce anymore.
It's not really gonna be the same, because like Wild Now at this stage have this essence to it, and they'll have to rebrand.
Yeah.
Anything that's similar to the Wild and Out that exists.
I believe most of the cast will be let go of.
Off the Wild Now. No, I think the cast walk.
No, the cast.
I think that's the only thing that's saving them.
I just think some of them will go. I just think some of them they'll have to let go, because obviously some of them are friends with Nick Cannon, so it's a thing of either choosing your workplace or choosing your friend.
But like, okay, in the broad scale of things, okay, when things come out about people who said some shit a couple of years ago that probably wasn't right, do you think that they should still pay a punishment in today's age?
What I
see more context on the Nick Cannon thing. Nick Cannon has talked to. I'll let you get just to support what Calvin said.
Okay.
Nick Cannon recognizes his mistakes on the matter. He's tried to reach out to Jewish empowerment leaders or whatever Jewish groups are out there, and he's trying to reach out and get more educated on what he said, because he did what a lot of us do. We extract information from one thing, and we ultimately think we know what we're talking about. So it's like
that will happen even on this platform, where it's like someone who does it is not like they're not educated in a certain thing, and we say it, they could take that for Bible. Like
I did that now for topics we talk about. I look up the topic. The first 3 threads that show up on Twitter, I am extracting from that, and I'm using that as the ultimate information. I'm going, okay, I know my facts now. When in fact, there's other context to it. Like we see that right now with the Kanye West thing we're about to talk about in a second. We're gonna stay on this Nick Cannon thing for a bit. But the Kanye West thing, like I've taken about 3 articles and I've cross-checked them. I'm being honest. That's how I researched this, because I don't want to get too much into this Kanye West thing. When in fact, there's a whole hour and 20-minute video of this where he's saying more stuff. So I'm only gonna take the first 3 sources I see and I'm gonna. That's it. That's how I determine what I know about it, and then that's it. That's how I know.
I think that's how we process most things today, though. Whereas like, there's a lot of things that say on Twitter or something like that where you mostly get your news from or something like that. If you see one thing, you're not going to cross-reference. You're not going to check that.
But that's the echo chamber thing of it. Like if someone retaliates to you on that, you're reacting to them like, no, I know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
But you don't. You know, and that's when Nick Cannon. That's when Nick Cannon. He had a guy who was also I forget the guy's name, but the guy basically the guy has a reputation too of being a bit black supremacist as well.
Okay, yeah.
So he's gonna have this guy that's gonna agree with him on a lot of things, but like he doesn't have any other man there to go. Actually, Nick, you might need to cross check that.
But like
that's not
that whole thing is still so iffy with me. We're like with black supremacy in a sense where so. Do you believe do you believe that you can be racist to white people?
Yeah, I believe racism can work both ways, but
I think there can be a prejudice to white people.
Yeah, I just think basically what Nick Cannon did was a bit extremist.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't going to say burn all the Jewish houses down. There wasn't anything that could be taken as that.
See, there's some people during this whole Black Lives Matter movement thing where they're like, oh, we should inflict violence, it's the best thing. I understand at the beginning when people started burning stuff and like we're getting aggravated about things and just wanted to like express the way they felt, but doing violence, which is like the best way for things, which I think is like the best way things are normally resolved. Basically, after violence comes the calm.
Mm-hmm. So like violence is the catalyst in everything. Yeah.
So like when that started, everyone was like, there's some people that are just like, oh, we should go harder, we should be tough. I was just like, I don't believe in violence anyways. I don't believe like if the like people should just come up one day and just be like, hey, let's shoot up all these people, let's get angry and for no reason. I don't think because see, the people we're doing it against, they'll be like, oh, look at them, they're gonna.
Well, is that why you were hesitant to even come to the protest in Dublin?
No,
that was just safety related stuff.
The COVID related?
Yeah,
I didn't want to come.
Oh, but you also said to me in a text
that was gonna be riots.
Yeah, you said you didn't want to attend a riot because you thought it escalated into a riot.
Yeah. Basically, I thought it would escalate into a riot. Because I've never been in a riot.
But that's just not knowing what you're going into overall. That's not really.
It's just jumping into the deep.
That's not really having this like.
I've never been in a protest before. Basically, yeah.
That's not having this like presumption that like black people just escalate into a riot. I think it's just. Yeah. That was one of the first big protests I went to. Like,
yeah.
That's another thing.
It's your first protest ever?
That was
no. I went to the
the repeal the 8th one.
Yeah, his name lost me. The guy that got racially stabbed a few years ago.
There was the Ibrahim Halawani one as well, where he was trapped in Egypt. I went to that one.
Yeah, no, there was another guy. I put the name in the edits just to double check. Yeah, no, I went to his.
But like you see how like I like the way it was conducted in Ireland, like the whole peaceful protest thing. People try to keep social distance and everything, as compared to like UK where it just kind of a little bit got out of hand.
What's the whole? That's the whole UK trying to herd spread.
Yeah,
they don't mind any. They don't mind guidelines getting broken.
Hot take though. Yeah. The first statue I'm taking down in Dublin, Molly Malone, 100%.
Why Molly Malone? She got titties.
Yeah, but why does she have so big? Like, why are they so big?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
I don't know.
No,
they're scrumptious, man. Come on.
Don't.
I think Chris agrees.
No. You cannot back that up.
Chris agrees, man.
See, I just think that Melanie Malone. That Melanie Malone statue is weird. I don't even understand.
Yeah, it shouldn't be there.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Shouldn't be there. Not at all. But
the whole wheelbarrow thing is euphemism, man. The whole wheelbarrow thing.
We need to do a dive deep into that song one time.
On Dublin's first city where the girls are so pretty. Our first
name
a
fishmonger.
Sweet Molly Malone.
But a fishmonger was supposed to be a code name for someone who's a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
What? Molly Malone's supposed to be a prostitute. Is this news? No, you know that. Yeah?
I didn't know that. That's new information to me.
Yeah, exactly.
What? That's new info to me.
A fishmonger was supposed to be someone who's a lady of the night.
Mad.
So there's so many euphemisms on top of it.
Exactly.
In Dublin's first city where the girls are so pretty, our first lady, my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. Where the streets wide and narrow.
Wide and narrow? What are we talking about? What is wide and what is narrow?
An alleyway?
What? Okay, get your mind in the gutter.
Get your mind right in the gutter.
Right, just dive right into the gutter. Wide and narrow.
Right, y'all are nasty, bro.
Think about it. You're not thinking on the same level as us. This is next level potting.
What's the cockles and mussels bar?
Cockles and mussels alive.
Yeah. It's all sexual.
You all are nasty, bro.
No, we're not.
Tearing down that statue. Okay.
Anyways,
August 18th.
Anyways, what I'm saying is that I'm gonna go straight back in. All I'm saying is that the way people got like really, there's some people that went too extreme about it, and then they just decided like, hey, we should just rather either teach these people. They're like, yeah, let's just swipe out these people. That's why I think some people went.
But that's one big argument me and David had about thing was I was kind of enforcing that people should be educated about things, and if Nick Cannon's gone out of his way to educate things about his ignorant comments, then I don't see any problem with that.
There's some redemption there, surely.
For me, I believe. Look, maybe he should be if he comes back straight away and he apologized for what he said, and he's going out of his way to teach himself about this, maybe he shouldn't be fired. I think he should be just be suspended.
Apology put out,
an actual apology, not
a notepad type thing.
Not all that corporate thing of like, oh look, I'm really sorry about what I said.
He seems sincerely sorry about what he said.
If he's sincerely sorry, I think people should understand that. See, people make mistakes. That's one thing we're talking about in the cancel culture. Some people just come out and call out this person for what they said previously in the past, even though they have apologized for it in the past as well. And then they're like, look, this person said this thing in the past. We should not. We don't need him in the society anymore. Things like that. Like, I just feel they should understand that if he's going out of his way to educate himself, maybe new business idea for him. Yo, sign me if you ever hear this. New business idea for him. Make a documentary about him teaching himself about the culture of the Jews, and like.
Do you think that's performative though?
Yeah, that's very performative.
That's very performative.
No,
like that's very
in a way, it's the way you produce it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's the way you produce it.
What's key? But like, if I said something on here that was like very detrimental to like say the black community, and the first thing I did was come out with a documentary showing me.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say the timing of it is key.
That's disgusting.
But the timing of it is key. If we pass that whole moment,
and he continued that in a year's time.
No, if he does it 3 years later.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. We're just having some technical issues.
That's what happened.
But other than that, we're back.
Outside podcast.
Yeah, outside podcast. Plus, I had some shit like my disc was slow, which I thought was ridiculous. Anyway, we're saying about
podcast curse.
Not the podcast curse. There'd be a podcast curse if you don't sit down. It's not
bro, you better sit your ass down.
And that's not a podcast curse. That's just self-inflicted.
Well, what you mean, bro? I'm gonna knock you out, man.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna knock you out. He didn't
even so confident saying that.
I might knock you out.
I might knock you out, man.
I'm gonna knock you out, bro. Don't
sound confident. At least sound like you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna knock you out.
That's more like it. That's more like
say it like deep in your chest.
I'm going to knock you out.
Don't pronounce it going. Don't pronounce it going.
Don't. It sounds forced then.
See,
let's see. We've emasculated now. Okay, back to what we're saying. We're saying if Nick Cannons was to drop a documentary immediately, that'd be some performative shit.
Very corny.
Very corny. Very, very corny. So, I think what he needs to do is
let us sit.
Yeah, man. Do the rollout in 3 years' time, man.
No, not even a
no. He should convert to Judaism.
Bro.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you see the whole thing with Farrakhan? Farrakhan's being anti-Semitic too.
Yeah,
bro. Farrakhan is literally like he's like the person who he's the
Farrakhan
one who,
is so like
he's the one who like fucking made Muhammad Ali and all change.
Yeah,
to Islam.
Yeah, but Farrakhan is on some extreme shit.
But
man.
he was probably being anti-Semitic.
See, I understand people like Farrakhan because they're the people of another generation. Yeah. So their ideology is fixated. It's hard for anybody to change them.
No, they're on another wavelength. So
for me,
it's like Diddy wavelength. It's extreme.
Yeah. Basically, for me, when anyone older from another generation past the millennials are talking about something about current issues, I just feel like
that's one thing that I think we need to get rid of in our society is where the whole respect your elders thing. I understand respect your elders, but don't listen to everything they say. A lot of things that they say is outdated and very backwards.
There's a lot of principles that need to be debunked.
See, this is what I think. Yeah. Oh my God, your dog is peeing.
What are you pissed at?
This is what I think. I just think if you are, like, for instance, many people right now coming up online and they're
anyway, no cast behind the scenes.
many people are coming up online with like videos of like, oh, look at this person being a Karen or a Darren, being weird or not following my same ideology. Although I feel some of them are just dumb, to be honest. I think it's kind of dumb because some of them are just doing it for the sake of they want to get a reaction off you. And some of them are doing it for the sake of like actually, like, they were actually being threatened, and the certain person is now acting like, oh, I never did such, I'm such a good person.
But like, I think when the cameras go on, you kind of be a different person. Like when they see people record them, that kind of like
but this is what I mean. Like if you're recording someone way elderly than you, me personally, I wouldn't record. If I know this person is like from their 50s or 60s, in their 50s or 60s, basically, I'll just be like, I'll understand. I wouldn't like follow whatever they're going to tell me, but I'll sit down there and just listen. Not taking their ideology.
I think for me,
but that's what it's about with opposite. Not to cut you off, it's about opposite ideology is about coming to an understanding.
Like for me, I think because I've never really had like, in a sense where like, you know, like a lot of people have grandparents who like tutor them and stuff like that throughout life. I've never had the elderly figure like where I'm so looking up to and so appreciative to. Fuck off, I'm trying to make a point.
Outside environment, bro. Outside element.
Yeah, but I think that kind of like subdues my whole appreciation of elderly people and their wisdom. Whereas I feel like in myself, I know a lot more about society and it is now than what someone elder could tell me.
Like you've grown with the millennial thing along with it, like well, having an understanding of the further generations.
The generation we're in now is more progressive than we've ever been. In a sense.
But you've kind of hit a point with me where, like, naturally my respect for elders comes from a place of, like, an old man in like the shop I work in could remind me of my granddad, like Lord rest his soul. That's
the thing is, I've never had that figure in my life, so I
that's
wouldn't understand.
That's why I have an affection to him immediately. And it's kind of like that in that sense. Like if I see an older woman, like I immediately associate that with being my nana. You know, so
but obviously I put it in respect where it's like if I see an elderly woman like on a train or a bus, I will stand up and give them the seat. Not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to say I'm a big playboy.
I get to that.
I'm saying like I still have the respect for elders, but I feel like whatever they have to say to me about situations that are going on in society now, I know more than they do.
How do you react to them though? Like do you just like when they're like, oh look, there are black people there. Like I've seen this in person. I've seen like someone just telling their grandkids, look, there's a black people trying to avoid them. This is when I was younger anyways.
That's where the whole thing was like racism is only taught. You don't grow up being racist. Like you are taught to be racist. And that's where it comes from.
Like it's inherited, you know.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just grow up and
be racist.
We said that last podcast. We were saying like
if you were here,
I probably had people around this area around Balbriggan. Like I probably had a kid go, oh monkey, keep moving monkey. I'm not gonna attack the kid with that. I'd love to knock on the parents door and go, why are you teaching this kid this? Because it's not the kid's fault that they have this feeble mind.
Do you think that parents should be held accountable for the children's racism? Like
somewhat,
Well, like
to the like extent of judicial things going on.
In how many scenarios would you hear that like,
hey, look, go get your bone, fam?
In how many scenarios would you hear that like this kid has multiple friends that all just happen to be racist? Like a lot of influence would come from any elders or any elder influence they have. So you blame it entirely on the parents about a child being racist. Like that could be. There's no way that's a coincidence scenario where every child in the person's friend group is racist. That has to be from an elder.
Do you think that like in like a law of like in court, do you think that parents should be held accountable if their child has done something racist?
Like, in court?
Yes. Parents should be punished for
if
there was a hate crime that was you think parents should be held accountable?
They should.
Well,
they shouldn't
they shouldn't get a sentence, but they should get.
Yeah, I don't.
They should get a slap in the wrist about like.
They shouldn't be inflicted. For example, if it's like a kind of like a white supremacist thing where like they killed someone. Their child killed someone. Yeah. Maybe they shouldn't be held accountable, but
that's a big extreme.
Yeah. This
is like you're out on the street and a child calls you a monkey.
Yeah, we're not killing people at the moment.
And you, because technically, racism can be reported to the Gardaí.
Yeah.
Or like a hate.
But I don't think it's followed up.
No, it's not followed up, especially if the kid's like.
But I think if you report it and then something does happen down the line, it will be traced back to what you've reported before.
Yeah.
Which means fuck all.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, you're going off. What example you mentioned?
Basically, I was just saying, like, if it's, for me, I think if it's a case of where the kid is a white supremacist or something and they do something like at a really.
But what age is the kid? If the kid is 5 to 10 years old and they're white supremacists, their influence is off the parents. Anything after
I think the kid should be taken off the parents. The parents should be charged.
Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, that's the main influence. Like the sole influence of it. If the kid is from 5 to 10 and they're white supremacists, it's the fucking parents.
Yeah.
10 to 20, they're impressionable. You know. That's the formative years. So they can make their own decisions and become their own person, and then if they want to become a white supremacist,
but like the parents, the parents' influence could still. I think the parents should still be charged still, even though they're in their 20s or something.
But to what degree? Like slapping the wrist?
As soon as you turn into an adult who makes his own decisions, your parents don't have jack shit to do with you.
But
as soon as you turn like 18, why should your parents be punished because you made a mistake?
I feel like
bad decision.
I feel they should still investigate. I know, like, where does this sort of hate crime come from? Is it from his recent adulthood, or is it like?
Well, if we're going to backtrack everybody who's ever done something, it's going to take a long time.
I mean, the justice system isn't psychology. Like, it's literally just they go what the current crime is.
I just think
they don't scan into. You know,
maybe it's because I'm studying psychology.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
No, don't move for that. Don't move for that.
Well, in your final year. Yeah, man. Okay, go on your psychology shit. Go on.
But I'm just thinking about it from that perspective. They should
to make a murder. Parents making his own version.
Well, I'm just saying that.
Man's on this Netflix documentary.
Parents should be persecuted the way their child is. If they're way.
You believe that they should be treated the exact same as the parents should be on the same level as the person who's being convicted? No way, man.
If this behavior started from a really young age, where like there could be like. People can come up and just be like, hey, when I was younger, this kid was actually behaving like this as well, you know?
It's all ifs and buts, so I don't really dive into that deep.
Yeah, like I don't think overall a parent should get the same punishment as a child. Well, like it just varies on the child's age. Like if the child is like on some hate shit at 3 years old, if a 3-year-old then the parent is an accessory to the crime. But like if it's any age from like 10 to 20, like that's
before that kid can fully walk and he's already saying
I just think backtracking anyways, that's all.
I think a screening should be around on the
like proper education, then that's about it.
We went incredibly off tangent.
Yeah, anyway, speaking of off tangent, should we talk about how Kanye West I'm good at this shit.
Yeah, you're good at this shit. Okay.
Off tangent, bro.
Kanye West doing a presidential rally the other day.
Do you see that crowd though?
Well, all 12 people.
We heading out.
But he had a full security team with him. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves.
Why was he wearing?
He moved them to other white people. He was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Why was he wearing
someone's gonna run up on him in Ohio.
Bro, he made people that mad. I might run up on him. I might empty the clip if he says Harriet Tubman.
He told the black female who was there, he said, why are you wearing a mask? And then all the white people there were like, yeah!
Wasn't he calling people up about the abortion stuff too?
Yeah, he spoke about it.
There's so many clips to this.
He started crying when
he talked about that he wanted to abort North.
Well, Kelvin is gonna go in depth with that.
I'll do a North
story. I have context. So Kanye West has launched a campaign tour for his. Isn't he not qualified for this?
Nope.
He's technically not qualified for this at all.
He needs people to vote in a ballot that would make him eligible to become to even run for presidential.
Man, this is the hardest role.
So people need to sign a ballot in his area where he wants to run. Yeah. And then if the ballot hits a certain amount of numbers, he can run for president.
I have Kanye West has launched his campaign tour for U.S. presidential election in chaotic fashion in an event in Charlestown, South Carolina, delivering a rambling address that touched on theology, homelessness, corporate power, and involved a long debate with an audience member about abortion. That's the one we call it, the girl about abortion. West also suggested that women should be given $1 million. Yeah, he said instead of an alternative for abortion is to give women financial aid when they have a baby, because they think a reason for women having an abortion is the fear that they don't have the financial aid as a support for the child. Like there's so much deeper shit to an abortion than that. Like in this country in particular, the whole abortion movement stemmed from a woman dying because she couldn't have an abortion.
I don't think that's the first thing that people think about when they want an abortion is, can I afford a child? I don't think that's the.
I don't think anybody thinks, can I afford a child? They're thinking like, what implications will it have on my health?
Yeah, on my life.
Yeah, on my life. Like, you know, the responsibility of it. You know, my guys the safekeeping of the child.
Off the mic. Your
responsibility. Yeah. I heard Casey saying that, man. I wasn't slick with it. Yeah, exactly. But like, what I'm saying was, it's so surface to think, oh yeah, like, that woman doesn't want to have the child because she can't afford to feed its mouth. There's so much other shit to it. You know? Like,
that's not the first thing you need to bring up.
Yeah, exactly. So he said that the rapper took to the stage in a bulletproof vest, as we said, with 2020 shaved on his head. Wearing a mic, he proceeded to address a few hundred people, asking for complete silence before. So he came in very standoffish on this too. So that's not really galvanizing the crowd, but which Trump does.
He's always had this God complex about him anyway.
Yeah, but you can't have a God complex in a presidential campaign where the whole point.
I mean, you kind of can. The whole point of presidential is that, hey, I'm above you. Like, I know much better than you.
But it's also trying to galvanize a crowd.
Trump did that, man,
and let them know that I'm with you and I'm at a place of power.
No, Dave, Trump did that. He put himself as a God complex at some point.
That he's above everybody.
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, it's obvious.
But the key component to what Trump has did is he galvanized people. Like they say with Trump is you can go to a Trump rally.
Yeah.
You can go to a Trump rally hating Trump, and you can leave the Trump rally supporting Trump. That is this manipulation over people and trying to galvanize them and being like, I'm with you, I'll put in your policies, rather than, I think it's a bad look to be like, I'm above you, shut up, I'm talking. No, have you ever seen a president do that? We can say Trump does that now, but was he doing that during his campaign?
Yeah. No. He was so for the people. I'm trying to find a demographic that would support him.
Like
he's doing it now, leading up to a second term.
Like for instance, when he went to a more democratic state where he knows that there'll be more black people or more.
I think that's why Kanye decided to go to South Carolina to find that that's where his presidential would be. He knew his demographic would be there.
The South.
In the South.
He's a very Republican person. He's not Democratic, but he's voting for the Democratic Party.
I feel he's not.
He's very Republican. Pro-life. Whole businesses being all American, no imports, and the whole foreign policy thing. That's very.
He did double down on black-owned businesses though, and black empowerment.
The thing is, he can say that because of what he did with the Gap deal, whereas he's trying to bring American products into America, which I understand. But still, I'm not supporting with this shit that he's saying.
No, he's going through a mental breakdown.
It's a cry for help. That's my opinion, anyway.
But why does it always
Why does it always come after 2 years? I hate it.
Yeah.
But it's because
why does it come every 2 years? The last breakdown was
I think you of all people should know in psychology about something like where it's like things build up for a long time, and then once it builds up to a certain stage, that's when everything starts coming down, and then that's when you're most productive as well.
When did he even say that he was gonna run for president in 2020
like,
again?
You could see. So
when did he say that? I forgot.
He said that years ago.
Yeah, but
2020, I'm gonna hold election. That was in 2016.
He's been saying that there's been a lot of foreshadowing towards him running for. I don't think it'd be on this scale.
Do you think he is actually prepared for this?
No,
that
he's not. He's not qualified. He's not going to be president.
He's not qualified. They literally came out and said, "No, you're not qualified for this shit."
But what if he doesn't bring out, he didn't bring out any points as he did. He didn't do any rally, but he's still like 2020 vision. Guys, vote for me. His name is on the ballot.
As soon as he gets past the electoral college, they're never going to vote for him.
I think this is like when Michael Jackson was famous enough to pretend he was a child. Like you can be famous enough to pretend you're anything when you get to a point. Do you get what I'm saying?
Not really.
No, you have multiple celebrities that just pretend to be shit. I feel like this is him just pretending to be president.
Yeah, because you can get support for it, but I don't see the correlation between Michael Jackson pretending to be a kid.
I'm saying some people get to a place of power where they can just say, I'm rich enough, I'm powerful enough, I can pretend to be whatever the fuck I want to be. That's just me using an analogy of Michael Jackson. But,
okay.
Yeah. Like, he's just pretending, he's just playing.
Don't agree with it. Don't agree with it. I don't want you to agree with that.
It's fine. Yes, that's one thing I was going with.
He was the governor of
so many people right now. We can name off so many people that have pretended.
Ronald Reagan.
They've gone to a point of power. This guy was a fucking actor, and he just pretended to be president, and he pretended into it. You get into a position of power so
do you think that Kanye could be president?
You can pretend.
Okay.
Bro, like,
you think? No. Anybody think Kanye can be president?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan pretended he was a baseball player for 18 months.
See, look.
Huh?
Baseball players can't nuke Iraq at will.
True.
A baseball player.
When you get in a position of power, you can go, fuck it. You know, I can hit innings.
But see,
you know, like it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Kanye.
All I'm saying is,
I can pretend to be president. Let's do make pretend campaign rallies that just look like concerts.
Oh yeah. No, you can get away with it.
That made me look like a nightclub, like.
Yo. Look, see, I'm gonna vote for Kanye if he's gonna put Pierre Brown in office and one of the government's office.
I performed in my talent show in school, and I think I had a bigger audience than Kanye did.
That's facts too, and none of them left either.
No, nobody left my talent show performance.
And none of them left.
I didn't tell anybody in the audience, hey, take your fucking mask down.
No, that girl that said, okay, we leaving. Yeah. He said, Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She said, we moved them to other white people. Okay, we leaving. Fucking hell, Kanye West, man.
See, I just think
it's sad. It's sad to see.
I think he's a great character.
Tell me what it's sad to. You said this before.
It's sad to see where it's like you
vouch from so much.
Where it's like I've idolized them for so long.
Yeah.
I don't idolize nobody.
All right, Ben, you're different. You're just built different.
You're built different, man.
Only if it's Uzi and Cardi, bro.
Okay. Anyway, so I idolized Kanye for a while. Where it was like I back up everything he's saying. Tried to support him on everything he's doing, but there's a stage where you can only idolize someone for so long until
you can't vouch for them anymore.
That's where I fully believe where you should never meet your idols, because you're only gonna get disappointed.
Bro, Robbie Keane was a dickhead, man.
How can Robbie Keane treat you like that?
So listen, my dad made some arrangements in 2010. Yeah. You know my dad. My dad only makes arrangements with people. Like, yeah, I know a fella. He knows a fella. You know what I mean? Like my dad always fucking knows someone. Like Robbie Keane. Now I know Robbie Keane's anti-security guard, yeah, and he can like move you. I talk to him, you know. So next thing we know, we're in this fucking lounge area in Port Marnock Hotel where Robbie Keane's at. All right. Tell me where this guy's back is turned to me when I try to talk to him. I'm like, Robbie. He said he turned around. And he goes, sorry, mate, I'm having an espresso here. I was like,
why would you tell me what he's having first?
It's like he's having an espresso. I was like, what the fuck?
Just say you're having a coffee. Don't say you're having an espresso. Like,
it was me. I don't know what that did. He got Alicia to go in her communion dress. So, we got... What time is What time have jumped on? He got my sister to roll up in the community dress to get some sympathy pics, yeah? And some autographs, yeah? Tell me why Robbie Keane had his whole back turned to us, yeah?
Why did your dad think he was in the 1850s thinking he could wear the best outfits?
Yeah, but listen, all sound. Stephen Holmes was sound. Shay give him a sound, yeah? We got the Robbie Keane, my fucking idol. Like, Robbie Keane was the Don.
He was the dude.
Even my 2009, 2010, he was the fucking Don. Alright, so Robbie Keane, I can distinctly see that little like fade at the back with the spike hair at the top.
Yeah, you can imagine him doing the
celebration. Yeah, I'm like, yo, that's Robbie Keane. He's there like sipping on something. I'm like, sorry, Robbie, can I get your picture? He's like, sorry, pal, I just gotta finish my espresso and then I'll take a picture with you, yeah? Man, my heart sank. Sank. And he very reluctantly took this picture with us.
Definitely didn't smile.
He didn't smile. I can get the picture.
Yeah.
I can get the
if
picture.
You can post the picture.
No, the picture's gone on the podcast.
Okay.
By all power in me, the picture's gone on the podcast. This guy didn't even fucking smile. He didn't even smile. So don't meet your idols. Don't ever meet your idols.
I met Ric Flair before and he didn't say hi to me.
Yeah, Ric Flair is now his idol, man. Ric Flair just had longevity. That's what we admire. Ric Flair was a shit fighter.
Let me yeah, he was able to look up to.
Ric Flair was fucking shit.
Let me advise.
Pop Smoke was about
Pop Smoke did that and trademarked and said, "Fuck you, Rick."
He took it and ran with it.
Let me advise you, yeah. Don't, as he said, don't make your idols your idols.
If you met Uzi or Cardi, you would literally get on your knees.
Bro, if I met Uzi right now or Cardi, bro, I'm not talking to them, bro. I'm just gonna be here the whole time.
Why are you trying to act
they'll be at the door. I'll keep this distance. I'm not talking.
Benji would be on some hipster shit and just not talk to them. I'll be so excited I wouldn't even say a word to them, bro.
Because, bro, what would I say to them? Hey, Cardi, I think your music is good.
They've heard that shit.
There's no special thing for me to do. I'm like, oh look.
So you just have to act cool.
I'll just be far away. I'm just like, yo, what's up, man? That's it. Bye. It's gonna go. Iggy's ass is gonna be front.
And the thing is, you and Uzi have the same energy. You go, okay, bye. Like, okay, bye. It's like that meme where the two minds just connect.
It's like the Spider-Man
just closer. Let's go, okay, bye.
Don't meet them. It's not really necessary.
Don't ever meet your idols.
Don't be Giles.
Yeah, just make them your.
You don't want to meet Kanye West.
No,
you really don't want to meet Kanye West.
I thought growing
like
up,
you're so progressive, and that guy is just. And I'm religious too, but he's just in this absolute religious, like.
Oh yeah, he's in a bubble.
He's in a bubble right now. Yeah, like he can't get out of it.
The only person I know I feel like can meet is A$AP Ferg, bro.
Okay, so yeah, so Kanye, I think. Fuck you. Fuck you. I think with Kanye,
like nobody wants to know whether you want to meet A$AP Ferg.
Bro, Ferg is good, man.
I don't want to be in the room when Ben is talking to A$AP Ferg.
He's just naming off random artists he has admiration for and just going, yeah, when I meet them, I'm gonna be like, yo Ferg, yo, say what's up?
Yo, fam, when you said that you're short and your dick is long, I felt that, fam. Yo, that was really it. Get out of here, man.
You short but my dick tall, man.
I do feel that though.
That lyric single-handedly empowered everyone's dick when he said that.
Bro.
And height. Man said short N-word but my dick tall. I was like, I'm not even short, but I'm feeling this right now. Like, I'm a dick small.
Yo.
Yeah.
So that's much about Kanye, yeah?
Yeah.
No, why are we overlooking that he just said his dick is small?
Standard size, bro.
I know your mom watches this. She's not gonna want to see
that.
But
she watches all of them, man. It's like, I don't like the swearing. Like, well, it stays. That's the essence of it.
The essence of you saying that your penis is small?
No, like when Nathan said eating ass on the podcast, like that's literally like we used that as a clip. Yeah,
okay,
he said ass.
I can't even remember that.
So how are we gonna wrap up the podcast today?
With Smokepurpps freestyle.
Smokepurpp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's gonna freestyle? Also you?
No, Smokepurpps freestyle. No, I'll talk about Ballon d'Or while I'm getting up Smokepurpps freestyle. So Ballon d'Or isn't happening this year.
Talking about football first of all before we go to Ballon d'Or.
We'll do sports talk
every. What happened to United?
What? Sorry.
What happened to United?
Anyway, Ballon d'Or.
What happened to United, bro? Answer.
We hopefully get top 4. I was telling Ben earlier. I had a dream we got top 4. Like not even that we won Champions League. It's that we got top 4.
Your dreams be weird.
Like, usually someone has a dream that they won Champions League.
No,
I just had a dream that we got top 4.
I'm in bed with Janae Aiko, not fucking dream about Liverpool winning the something.
Yeah, no, but I fully had a dream that you got top 4. It's like winning the lottery.
Fuck Liverpool, man.
This year, us getting top 4. It's like us winning the lottery.
Liverpool.
Like the financial setback of COVID, we need that money. We lose 100 mil of Adidas if we don't get Champions League. It attracts more lucrative players for us if we get Champions League. And we're in Champions League.
I want to see you guys suffer so bad. Oh, I want to see you in the dirt. I want to rub your face in.
Is that because I used to talk shit to you and Liverpool were just like...
Yeah. And what was I supposed to do?
Dave,
bro, Liverpool played in the 2007
Dave,
Champions League final. I drew a star on my Liverpool jersey because I thought we were going to win it. And I had to rub the star off. My man gave out to me because we lost. I didn't go into school for 2 days afterwards.
Dave, you know what?
I love the way the Tim West came in when he said perfect. Perfect.
Dave, you know what, yeah? Beginning of next season, we should do a bet, man.
Yeah, okay.
Do you agree?
I forget that Ben watches football.
Are we recording again?
Yes, sir.
What are we on about again? What were we talking about? We're talking about Liverpool.
How shit United
So,
is?
was this the 2006 final?
2007.
You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. That was the greatest AC Milan side of all time.
Fam, we bet them 2 years prior.
Prior? Listen, Kaká, that was prime. That was Ballon d'Or Kaká. Do you see, man did salsa dance on us in the semi-finals, and you thought you were beating that AC Milan team.
That team that we actually had a decent team that year.
Crouch, yeah.
Fernando Morientes, man.
Crouch.
Listen, man, you can't talk any shit right now. Your team is suffering.
Nah, listen, we get Champions League, it's like we hit the lotto. It is, though. I told you about all the benefits if we made Champions League.
Half of your team was Canada Goose Jackets.
And it's so high stakes. Who was Canada Goose Jackets in the squad?
Mason Greenwood, Brandon Williams, easily.
I was gonna say Brandon.
Yeah,
Williams.
exactly. Yeah, shut your mouth. Go. Continue the rest of the podcast.
Okay, I can click onto any point of this Smokepurpps freestyle, and it's fucking hilarious. Sorry.
You guys should listen to this.
Whoa, hey. Yeah, wait, yeah, hold up, wait, I just flipped the switch. No way, wait, I just flipped your bitch. Running through the 6, shout out Drake, I've been popping since a jit. I'm the J, and I got that Mac on me. Whoa, and I got that brat on me.
That's hard.
What the fuck is a brat?
And I got that brat on me.
What is a brat?
This an AP, not a rollie, and I don't give a fuck. 70 bands up on my.
No, right.
Go deeper.
Whoa. Yeah.
All these Amiris, I don't know what to do with them. I mismatch the shit.
You know what, Dave? Pause on a sec. If you put on the Going Bad beat, yeah, Ben could spit better than that.
So before you came, we freestyled for about. I did about not even a 16. I did 38 bars. Like definitely better.
Yeah, you wouldn't let anyone else go in either.
Yeah, I was flowing.
Yeah, Ben was like,
I was flowing.
And then Dave would come back with his baby voice. And I'm fucking with your bitch.
It's my New York Kanyes voice. Yo, I'm from Kanyes, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I do this shit. Whoa, yeah, I move that shit. Yeah, whoa. And I'm still going back home anyway. Still fucking your bitch anyway. Still fucking your bitch any day. But I'd rather just hit it from the back. But I'd rather just.
It's captioned Smokepurpps freestyles off the dome. 40 minutes of fire.
Do you know what I love though? Yeah. You know what I love though? Tim Westwood has to gas this up. You cannot have him on your show and not gas him up.
Someone said Tim Westwood was not to the B, now it's bars. They gave him the hardest instrumentals.
Flip over, hit it from the back. Yeah, that's how I ride. Yeah, that's how I slide. Got it made back with a slide in the tents. Yeah, that's 5% tense. And you know,
One more.
I think we should end this by freestyling ourselves.
And you guys said Uzi's ass, man. Come on.
I'm all tanked out. He goes, I can hear the perks calling. The 6 Lakhs song.
nigga right here, your best friend.
Yo, you should go to the.
About loyalty. You can't be my dog cause you gon' fold on me. Used to be my dog and then he told on me. Pour a cup of mud, now I double C.
This is the worst fucking freestyle I've ever heard in my life.
Turn that shit off.
No, wait.
I be paranoid, I keep a Draco.
With the I can hear the perks calling.
Yo, you should go to the Moonlight beat.
I don't know where the Moonlight part is.
Moonlight, spotlight.
I could hear my granny calling. I hear the prescription.
I can hear my granny calling.
Transition from
How does that? There's no way that can sound hard.
I can hear my granny
There's
calling.
no way you can make that sound hard.
Do they call at the same time?
Hey, sorry, Grandma. I'm just gonna take a fucking Zanny real quick.
Or does the granny call after the perks induced fucking mess? Like,
What?
Bring me a pill, I think I'm falling. Yeah.
Alright,
that's enough. That's enough. I can't find the Moonlight thing. Everyone's the Moonlight part is the viral part. He says Fortnite like 5 times. He rhymes Fortnite with Moonlight 4 times. Rhymes Moonlight with Moonlight 8 times.
And Limelight.
Yeah, and Limelight like 10 times. So
Fortnite's popular.
Moonlight, spotlight. I don't even really
I bet you, okay, if Nefemi came, and you showed him that freestyle, Nefemi would be gassed to it.
I know, like if Nefemi came, would just say no, and we go, yo, this is fire. See if he goes wrong.
You know what? Yeah. Get a reaction from Nefemi to that part, and then put it on the podcast, bro.
Oh man.
Alright, let's end this shit.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Let's go
Okay.
party.
Yeah, I still have to get more shit for the barbecue actually.
Alright.
Sorry.
Back to the first stuff. Nick Cannon, should he be cancelled or not?
No.
He should be pulled up on the shit he said because it's elements of it are anti-Semitic. But like we have a lot of like we said, white influencers that just say what the fuck they want, and you know they don't receive any repercussion for what they said from their networks or anything. Like we have Tommy Lauren, which I find weird. Why is Tommy Lauren racist? She's like 23.
Yeah, but she's blonde and American and kind of hot. She kind of has to be racist.
That's the conservative archetype.
Yeah, like you kind of have to be hot.
Good,
So, Calvin, what's your thought? Cancelled or not?
Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
No way.
No, I don't think he should be cancelled. I don't think he should be cancelled if he's willing to learn what he said.
Yeah. If he's showing that he's progressive, then no.
If he's admitted that he was uneducated on it and it was like pseudo history he was preaching, like I think if he corrects himself on it, it's not like we have so many people that say this wild shit and then they double down on it. He's immediately gone, fuck, I shouldn't have said that shit.
Kanye, cancelled or not cancelled?
No, I don't care about Kanye.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
I care about his mental health. I care about his mental health. Let's make that clear. I think he should be.
Okay, wait. Kanye, vote for him or not?
No.
Kanye or
No.
Trump? Who would you vote for?
Because the last time we voted, not the last time we.
You still on that one, man.
The last time America voted for a president, out of irony, Trump got a seat. So,
And now Trump.
Would Kanye be worse than Trump?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we universally agreeing that Kanye be worse than Trump?
Okay. Because like
at least Trump does business things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Trump
Okay, let's not just fight Trump on this podcast. We're not affiliated with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it.
Alright.
That's about it.
Episode 16, let's go.
Wrap it up.
Make sure to Dave out here. Benji out here. Whiny Kelvin out here.
Make sure to
Should we get everybody in the last scene?
Do you want to come in?
Audience, come on, audience.
You guys want to come in?
Come on, audience.
Come in. It's like the end of a sitcom.
So,
Make sure to follow us on Spotify, Instagram, all places, Pornhub. Let's go. Okay. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, all that jazz. Over and out.